A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken from about the 12.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Off the play fake, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Osborne. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And they get the guard, John Runyon, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. After the penalty, it's Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain, and it'll be a Green Bay 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
48 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
And the first play will be a field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Up the middle, Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On play action, Cousins. And Cook has it, left side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 for...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quay Walker.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. A good pickup there, a 22.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Cook up the gut. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Cousins to throw it. That is caught by Thielen.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
It got his man complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Alan Lazard, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Logan Ryan. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 31, Vikings 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken from about the 12. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They go play action. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustment.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Rodgers will try again on second down.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. Now Cousins.
Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. Play action now. Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it?
And the third interception thrown by Cousins.
Rasul Douglas picks it. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
An inside give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got to hook up to Lazard.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 14. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Crosby with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Vikings 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 33.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
On second down, it's Cook again.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is caught inside the 5. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Packers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.